This is our wire that was loose on the factory unit. Let's just make sure this is tight on this new one here. Oh. Hey, welcome back to Freedom One Garage. It's Nebraska, it's the heartland, and the weather, you guys. I kid you not, yesterday, 65 degrees, sunny. People were running around in shorts and t-shirts, enjoying the afternoon. Today, it's about 18 degrees outside, 35 in the shop. But we got stuff to do. Now, we like to concentrate on the classics around here, but got a really good customer, keeps bringing us work. And while we're on the, I guess, topic of classics, if you're ever wondering where the next big investment might come from for you when it comes to classic cars and trucks, look no further than 2001 GMC 2500 here. This will be your next style of pickup truck that starts. These are starting to get really hard to find in good order because people use trucks. This example is beautiful. Rust free, bright red color. The wheels still pop. Really nice old farm truck here. But yeah, it's got an issue. We're gonna fix it up here real quick. Let's see how many miles we got on this guy. 144,000 miles. But here's our issue. We got a little bit of a click, no starter. Customer says sometimes he clicks it half a dozen times, it'll start up. I do think we're getting a relay click under there. We're going to double check, make sure that we have voltage going down to the starter, and start to investigate this guy out here in the cold, because it won't start to come in the shop. Okay, so even though this has two battery setups, still same old 6-liter stuff here. Relay for the starter is on the relay. I was able to scooch my Billy under the truck. I have a jumper wire attached to the small post on the relay coming up here to the tip, just the tip of the test light. Test light's grounded to the battery, so should be able to go run the key and check and see if we have voltages at the starter relay. We need to replace the battery. This is a nice bright light on start command, so we got us a bad, did I say replace battery? No, we got good batteries. We got us a bad cranker upper. So we're gonna get the start here. It started twice while I was trying to diagnose this, and now it's really acting up. But we're gonna get the start, get it inside the shop to where it's just like 10 degrees warmer anyway. That guy's supposed to be in and locked. Yeah, and we'll pop a starter off. All right, truck's warmed up in the shop. Customer says, hey, it's got a goobered up drain plug on it too. And yeah, she's a little rounded off there. So yeah, let's get that out of there. And we'll get the oil drained. It's got a little bit of a leak back of it here. It might be, looks like the oil coolant or oil cooler line connector. where the lines come out and go up to the cooler. That block might be leaking a little bit. And looks like we got a little bit coming out of the rear main probably. There's our bad starter. We might have a little bit coming down below, but not bad. He's not going to want to fix any of these leaks, I don't think. At least not at the moment. Let's see how hard we got to fight this drain plug and get the oil out of this thing. There you go. We may have to get created on. So, it's always a good idea to have 6-point wrenches and sockets in your toolbox. You never know when you're going to come across something that's rounded off and it's going to need, and it might have been torqued to 8 million pounds. There we go. Easy peasy getting that guy unlocked. And I'm sure when the drain plug comes out here, it's gonna spew oil all over the crossover pipe. We'll see. Maybe we can kind of control it a little bit. At the first. There we go. We'll do that just so we don't get oil all over everything. Safe, yep. There we go. No mess. That's what we like to see. Filtrate. Let's see if I can get it. Turn it all. Filtrate wrench coming up. He manned it on there a little bit, not horrible. Oopsie. Filter location right on top of the cross member, so when it lets go, we'll let this drain and then we'll put new stuff in here. Okay. New filter, customer supplied a K&N filter, that's fine by me. New drain plug, no longer stripped with a new gasket, also supplied by the customer, so that saves me a little bit of time running and sourcing that stuff. And everything under here looks pretty good. Otherwise, we're going to see what front end components need greased and service that real quick. Then we'll put some oil in it and come back down here, and customer does want to go ahead and replace the starter. Nice truck though, really clean underneath too, rust free. 140 some thousand miles, really cool. Got something to show you on this starter here, and I need light to do it. Light. So we had power going down to the solenoid not clicking on. You know, these are external solenoids. You can get just the solenoid off. About 150,000 miles. Let's just go ahead and replace on this bad boy. they're a little pricey for a new one, is what the customer asked for. So that being said, here's the nut that I took off of the start side, or the trigger side of the solenoid here. And you can see on the terminal where the contact was no good. Yeah, we could probably clean the nut up, clean the terminal up, put it back in the truck and get some service out of it, but we've elected to go ahead and continue with the replacement. We've already got the labor involved in getting the thing out. We'll have the labor involved in getting the thing back in, and it's a 150,000 mile starter. So we are going to replace it, but if this was, you know, farm truck, drive it around town, that kind of thing, I'd clean this up and run it. It's probably still got life in it, but that's not the direction we're going. But it is interesting, especially over here in the sunlight. You can just see how that's been arcing and arcing and arcing. I'm sure that's 99% of our problem, but then you also have the issue of this solenoid for however long has been working on dirty voltage too, and that's not best for these solenoids. So the right thing to do is to replace the whole unit. That's what we're going to do, and make this customer happy and make his truck reliable. Because all right, we're back from the parts store. Got our new starter. Funny, it looks a lot like a rebuilt starter, but let's just, this is our wire that was loose on the factory unit. Let's just make sure this is tight on this new one here. Oh, didn't get a lot, but a little bit of a turn on that. We're gonna make sure it's super tight so we don't have that problem again. Let's go throw this in the truck. We've got 5 quarts of oil in it now. We'll top it off, fire it up, make sure it's running good, and finish our inspection. We've got a little bit of electrical work maybe on the back end to do, turn signal issue, and this customer's truck will be done. Well, new starter was definitely the right choice to make. Let me fire this thing up with the new starter and you'll definitely be able to tell the difference. Gotta love those gear reduction starters. So again, not quite a classic. I'll tell you what a nice rig. Really clean 2001 Silverado 2500 heavy duty tow package, 2 batteries, ready to rock. Hey, this was a nice short one. Again, not our usual classic stuff, but hey, you gotta pay the bills. So appreciate you watching. Thanks for liking, subscribing, and following us on our social medias. Hopefully it warms up and we can get out here a little bit more and do some more stuff and get back on all of our projects. Thanks again. We'll catch you on the next one.